na mga interstate. And even pag-aralan din natin yung before sa international relations, yung about nationalism also. And then number two, we will differentiate internationalization from globalization. So what's the difference between internationalization and globalization? So we will discuss that one. Um, right. Number three, we will also, of course, to understand globalization, to understand internationalization, we have to understand fundamentally what is the meaning of state. We will define the meaning of state and what is nation. Kasi sometimes na i-interchange natin itong word na to, but actually they are different. They're actually different. They have a different definition and hindi siya hindi siya pwedeng i-interchange na gamitin natin. Pwede sa normal conversation. But when talk about politics, this cannot be interchanged. It's non-interchangeable. Okay, number four, we will also be distinguished between we'll also distinguish between the competing conceptions of internationalism. So mayroon tayong mga liberal internationalism, tapos meron din tayong mga socialist internationalism na mga economist. And lastly, we will be able to discuss the historical evolution of international politics. Okay, at least as a religious leader again, my idea about uh, about global politics. So this is just a general idea again, but at least we have a basic understanding about global politics. All right, let's start with creating an international. Our subtopic is creating an international order. So how does the international order happens? How does it create? How do we create an international order? Okay, we all know that the world is composed of many countries, right? Many states, and all of these states or countries have different forms of government. And then may mga nag-aaral sa mga country na to, and thus the scholars like um, mga political scientists, sila yung mga nag-aaral ng politics. Political scientists, they are interested in individual states, or they will also examine the internal politics of this country. So either individual states or internal politics or international. Yeah. Like for example, sa individual there's a scholar there are some scholars studying the politics of Japan, and they may write about the history of bureaucracy in Japan, right? That kind of I think in Japan it's uh, I forgot the term. Their form of government, constitutional monarchy, yeah, constitutional monarchy. Um, yes, constitutional monarchy. They have they have an emperor, pero under sa emperor merong mga legislative, judiciary, um, ganun. And they have prime minister, of course. So and again, other scholars also are interested with not just individual state but also international. They're interested with interactions between states rather than internal politics. And yeah, they're studying between states, not only the politics, but also they're studying about the military, the, the the diplomatic engagement between two or more countries. And so basically they're studying international relations. That's it in layman's term. So when we talk about international relations, an interaction between the states, ang tawag dito internationalization. So an interaction between countries or states. not just nations, okay? Again, nation is different than states. We will define later on what is that. Okay. So, yan ang tawag ng international relations. Kaya nga international eh. Beyond our country. Okay. But when we say internationalization, um, internationalization does not equal globalization. Although it is a major part of globalization, but it is not equal to globalization. Globalization is much broader, of course, but the foundation of globalization is internationalization, of course, but it does not equal. Yeah. So, kasi as we explained yung globalization nung, I think, first meeting, yeah, okay, second meeting, okay, let's say, yeah. When we talk about globalization, it encompasses a a wider scope. Um, it encompasses multitudes of connections and interactions that cannot, and interactions between the states or all over the world. And however, it is fundamentally important to study about internationalization because we cannot understand globalization without internalization. Internalization is the foundation for globalization. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay, so in this lesson, we will study again internationalization. And although this topic or our subject is about contemporary world, okay, but we cannot avoid, okay, we cannot avoid studying history. So we have to go back to history. Ano yung paano nagsimula ang internationalization. Okay. So we will go far 400 years from 400 years from now. Okay? Biruin natin 400 years na naman tayo. So we will go back to where the internationalization started, and that changed the course of history. Again, it's a 400 years in preparing for the coming of the Messiah. God, if you talk about providential history, okay, God has been preparing also even the form of government 400 years ago in preparation for the coming of the Messiah. Till now. Okay, that's how fascinating when we study about divine principle. Connected siya sa um, the main course of history actually. Kasi ang divine principle, it's actually different. So, ang history na pinag-aralan kasi natin is a major history na kung saan naka-align siya sa general understanding of world history. So, unlike sa ibang teaching kasi, medyo shift nila yung history tapos na ano, pumupunta sa kabilang ano, hindi nagko-follow sa ano, main line of the history. So, yan ang kaibahan ng divine principle if you study about history. So, let's go back to internationalization. Okay. Okay. So, don't worry. We will discuss about contemporary world politics also, of course. And so, how does this internationalization emerge? What are the solid foundation about internalization? Okay. Let us begin by studying the attributes of today's global system. So when we talk about global system, may mga attributes yun sa. So these are the attributes. The world politics or global politics. There are four key attributes. Okay? Pag sinasabi natin global politics. Nasabi natin siyang global politics. Unang-una, number one, there are countries or states that are independent and govern themselves. That's what we call global politics. There are different countries that they are independent, okay? Independent, and they can they rule on their own states, or in their form of in their own states. Yun. When we talk about global politics as well, these countries interact with each other through diplomacy. So yung world politics, they are interaction with it with the interacting with each other, but according through diplomacy. In diplomacy, may mga rules yun silang ifinapollow that is mutual to both countries. Okay? Kaya hindi lang basta-basta merong ugnayan ang iba't ibang bansa, but meron silang kasulatan, mga diplomacy. Kunyari sa United Nations. Okay? The United Nations have their own rules. That is provided by the agreement from the different states of the different country. Okay. Number three, there are international, when you talk about attributes of world politics, there are international organizations like the United Nations that facilitates these interactions. Ayun. World politics, ano yun siya? May ito yung international organizations na nag-handle sa iba't ibang country na yan. And later, let us let us hear from your point of view if this is okay. Right? Actually, we've studied last time what are the limitations when you talk about globalization, especially in the economy. Why? Napag-aralan natin, di ba? Bakit from Keynesianism napunta sa neoliberalism? It's because, ayun, I hope naalala natin last time. So, yun. So, yun, may mga international organization na nag-handle. Yeah. Hindi lang naman kasi sa United Nations kasi this, of course, this is the meeting grounds of the different head of states. And also ang United Nations kasi they are also making agencies na kung saan, for example, under sa kanila yung World Health Organization, or the WHO, and under sa kanila yung International Labor Organization. So these agencies are sila yung nag-handle din sa iba't ibang country. That's the point. United Nations handles whatever situation. When we talk about health, so yun, ang United Nations ang nag-ano doon. So these are the international organizations. And then lastly, ito nga, international organizations also take on of their own. Yun. Meron din silang, yun nga, kanina, United Nations, meron din silang, they can stand on their own, actually. Sabi nga kanina, sabi ko nga, yung United Nations, meron din silang namumuno actually. I think, okay, we will study later on. And then, medyo, in decision making actually, the power is on them. And yun yung medyo napatanong ang ibang states regarding the power of the United Nations. Okay. All right. So yun yung apat na attributes when we talk about world politics. Different states, the independent states that are in the interaction with their own, that through diplomacy, and handled by an international organization. An international organization that has their own, it seems like they have their own independent um power as well. It seems, okay. Not totally, but it seems. Hindi naman lahat under the United Nations, right? So, yung mga hindi na sumasali. Okay. So now, we have studied the attributes of global politics. I hope that's clear. Yeah. Let's proceed to um, when we talk about the origins of the system, the global system, meron yun siyang origin. When we talk about global politics, or global system, meron yun siyang pinagmulan. Now, a good start is we had we have to unpack the meaning of when we say country or nation state. Nation state is an academic term for a country. So, ang country at nation state, pareho lang yan sila ng kahulugan. Ginagamit lang yung nation states sa academic term. Okay. We thought that it's easy to understand, but actually, this concept is not as simple as it seems. Yung nation state na word is a modern, is a relatively modern phenomenon in human history. And merong ibang may ibang country na the question, let me ask a question. What do you mean by states? What do you mean by nation? What do you mean by state? What do you mean by country? Country or state? Nation state. Pinagsama pa yung nation at state. I remember this one. Our professor was he's a lawyer, and Sir Scote. So, Sir Scote. Kasi, hindi ka pag, ang ano namin, sa klase namin, pag hindi ka makasagot, tayo ka lang hanggang matapos yung klase. Tayo talaga yung mga klase ko. So, it is a very interesting topic also. Okay. So what do you think when we say what comes to your mind when you think about nation or state? What's the difference between nation and state? If they're different, then what is the distinction between the nation and state? Okay. Let's start with ano yung state. Okay. Kasi magkaiba talaga to sila. Okay. We can call Philippines a state. We can call Philippines as a nation.
Yeah, a nation.
Also,
Not a state.
a state.
Nation.
Okay. Paano natin masasabing state ang isang nation? Kasi not all nation are states. Not all states are
A
nation.
state is composed of consist of multiple nations. Example, United States. That includes Canada. Canada is another nation. Nation. A nation can exist without its own state. Its own state.
Yes. That's right.
So Philippines is a nation. Unit of
Mayroon
state.
din naman tayong State of the Nation.
Eh,
State the nation address.
state is political and like may mga boundaries yun sila eh. Political and legal entities. Then
Okay.
yeah, nation is more on cultural.
Yes, that's true. Okay. These are the attributes of a state. Masasabi nating state ang isang nation. Unang-una, may mga elements din siya. 4 na elements. Magiging state ang isang nation, unang-una, kung meron siyang citizen. Ngayon, ng Pilipinas, meron ba tayong citizen? Yes, we have a citizen. It exercises authority over a specific population called its citizen. Okay. Pangalawa, do we have a territory? It governs a specific territory. So, does the Philippines have a territory? Yes, of course, we have a territory. Kung meron territory ang isang bansa, yes. Number 3, a state has a structure of government. What kind? Meron bang, anong klaseng gobyerno? Meron bang system of government sa isang bansa na yan? And then, that's the third element of being a state. Government over that nation. Okay. Kung merong 4 na element na to, we call that one a state.
So all,
Ngayon yung Pilipinas, meron tayong sovereignty, right? Yes.
all these 4 elements, Philippines has, so Philippines also is a state.
Yes. Philippines is a state po. Kaya, pero as a country, we are a nation state. Yeah. Nation state is same lang siya ng country na word. Ano lang yan? Academic term lang yung nation state. So we are a country. We are a nation state. Yan. Ngayon, the question is, what if mawala yung isa nito? Can we consider that a nation is a state? We can't, right? Kasi you cannot have a structure of government if you they don't have a territory, or even if you don't have much as if you don't have a sovereignty, right? So kung wala ang isa sa 4 na to, we cannot call a nation a state. Okay. Ngayon, ang tanong, ano yung nation?
Ano ba yung Tagalog ng state?
Ang Tagalog ng state.
Itong English ang daming mga term.
Uh,
Pag bansa, ang bansang Amerika, ang bansang Pilipinas. So anong Tagalog?
Bansa is
Nation.
nation and country. Ang Tagalog kasi, ang meaning ng bansa kasi is nation tsaka country. Kaya
So,
mahirap siyang gamitin as bansa. Bansa is both country and nation. Pero sa
state,
sa
walang
English
Tagalog.
definition term, different yan sila.
So,
Sa Tagalog, pinag-isa.
Anong Tagalog ng state? Wala. Parang wala.
United States, Estados Unidos, di ba?
Estado ng ano.
Estado.
Estado. Estado ng Pilipinas. Hindi ko narinig yun
Estado.
Bansang Pilipinas palagi narinig.
Estado ng Pilipinas. So we can call a country a state kung meron itong 4 na elements na to. However, When we talk about nation, the definition of nation is a large group of people that has shared connection of collective identity. Anybody can create a nation if you have a shared collective identity. You have a shared collective culture, belief system of ideas. Anybody, even if you don't have a territory, as long as you are
Nawawala kasi yun.
Ayan, okay na po ba? Nawala ako?
Okay na, okay na. So with that statement, we have already a Channel of Nation.
I'm about to raise that question later on. Yeah, but that's what we should think about. We can actually create a nation, and we are actually we are actually creating a Chunaguk nation. Definition ng nation kasi, okay, another definition of
Body of people united in common in history, culture, language.
history, culture, language, inhabiting
Oh,
particular
may territory,
territory,
area or territory. So,
inhabiting a territory.
okay.
But, wait, may sapi. All right.
So, another
Anders. And because rights and responsibilities are mainly the privilege and concerns of that nation. So it's an imagined community. Pero pag state kasi, meron talagang teritoryo. Meron ding soberanya. Merong citizen, yun. And meron ding form of government. That matatawag talaga siyang state. Pero pag wala tayo niyan, pag meron lang tayong imagined community, meron lang tayong pare-parehong culture, pero wala talaga tayong sarili nating gobyerno, at least naka-nation tayo, diba? So, yan. So, that's the difference between with shared culture, belief system. That's it. Kunyari, if ikaw Catholic, there is a Catholic nation or Catholicism. Nation because you have the strong belief system or culture. Sa Arab nation, meron silang Arab nation na tinatawag. I hope that's clear. Nation is not a recognize.
Nawala siya, no?
na yung internet natin. Wait lang.
Sabi nito, you are the host now. So, gawin kitang co-host.
Lang po. Internet connection is unstable. My God. Ngayon lang din humangin eh. Hindi ko alam. Tapos wala nang si ano, humangin na. Okay. Sabi ko kanina, they are not interchangeable.
Not all states are nations.
And not all nations are states.
Not all states are nations. Not all nations are states.
Yes.
So, yung California, hindi siya nation. State siya.
California sa United Sure.
United States of America. So, they are not mas state lang sila. Hindi sila nation. As a whole.
American people. So it composed of all the states in all the people in America. That's a nation.
So, America is a nation. But
It's a nation within it's a nation that composed of different states.
different states.
Okay. Another example is ito kay sa ano. Yan. Yan. United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
United Kingdom is it a state or a nation? It's a state.
United Kingdom is a state, but under that state has different nations.
Yes. And even yung Scottish kasi meron silang sariling flag nila.
Hmm.
Yung ano, England, meron din silang sariling flag. But they have one flag together, the United Kingdom. It's a state. It's nation. Yung Bangsamoro. Maraming commentators na nagsabi na Bangsamoro is a nation. Their elites
Wait, the internet mo, sir, hindi ka, putol-putol ka.
nations within a state. Of state na may iba't ibang nation. Arab nation, but meron siyang iba't ibang state. For example, yung Arab nation. Ang laki ng Arab nation, or another term is Arab world ang tawag sa kanila. Arab world, or another term is Arab nation. It's a nation, the believers
Lang.
composed of different states.
Different nation. A nation that composed of it. Kasi hindi naman sila state, di ba? Nation naman sila. If it's country, they call themselves a nation. Ganun ba yun?
They are called nations, sir, kasi
So, a nation, you are called a nation where more on cultural.
yes,
On
exactly.
culture. Hmm.
So kahit pwede mong lawakin yung nation mo, depende sa yun nga, if you belong to the Arab Muslim country or Arab League members, ganun. identity or beliefs, you know. So it is an Arab nation composed of different states. Ayun. May mga borders yan siya. Okay. Another example ng states with multiple nations. States, for example, nation with, like, for example, Korea. Korea is a nation. It's divided with two states because they are in different. They are divided, different form of government. They have their own government. They have their own citizen. So it's a nation with two states. So, yan siya. And how about Chinese nation? Okay, yung ano ngayon, yung medyo latest quarrel between a Chinese nation. On its own. Taiwan and China belongs to People's Republic of China, but Taiwan can start on their own. So Taiwan and China belong to the Chinese nation, but different state. Okay. I hope that's clear. So, okay. Nation and states are closely related because in the modern era, the nationalist movements is the dawn of the globalization. I mean, the internationalism. Yeah. But nationalism, of course, if you love your country and if you work together, and if you want to form a government, then you will create later on a state. Yeah. Not built to change, however, they are closely related. So now let us proceed to interstate. Nagsimula siya 400 years ago during sa the concept of sovereignty can be traced back to the Treaty of Westphalia, which was a set of agreements years war between the major continental powers of Europe. If you can still remember yung parallelism of history in the divine principle, it was mentioned about the pagbabago ng it's the beginning of principle. So this was also very important kasi this is the beginning of the interstate. Pag sinasabi natin interstate, it is of course, the collaboration or the interaction between the states. So, ang idea ng interstate nagsimula doon. So, paano siya nagsimula? Okay. Ang Treaty of Westphalia, ito yung yung 30 years of war, ito yung between the Catholics and the Protestant. And Protestant. So, after ng religious war, meron silang tinatawag na Treaty of Westphalia. The treaty in Westphalia, signed by the Holy Roman Empire, the Spain, France, the Sweden, the Dutch Republic, they signed a system that will going to stop the war in the future. So ang ito dito, the treaty signers exercise complete control over their domestic affairs and swear not to meddle in each other's affairs. So, kailangan hindi, nga, nakasulat sa Treaty of Westphalia na mag-separate na sila, kanya-kanya sila, pero kailangan hindi makialam ang isang state sa kabilang state. Yun. Kailangan kung anong problema, kami lang, huwag kayong makialam sa amin. So, meron silang kasunduan na gano'n. Yun. However, nung dumating si stability for the nations of Europe until it faced its major challenge by Napoleon Bonaparte. Yun. Kasi, unang-una, ayaw ni Napoleon Bonaparte. Nag-establish siya ng, it was during the French Revolution, okay. Nag-establish siya ng Napoleonic Code. Unang-una, ayaw niya yung pamamalakad ng Westphalian system. Kasi bakit? This Westphalian system, meron silang tinatawag na birthright. Meron silang birthright na kung saan ang mamumuno sa isang bansa ay yung mga anak nila, mga anak ng hari, anak ng king, ang automatically mamuno ng isang bansa. Ayaw na, Napoleon Bonaparte. Ayaw niya ganong idea. And then, ayaw din niya yung sa promote niya yung meritocracy na idea. Ang meritocracy system is kahit hindi ka anak ng hari, basta merong kang kakayahan, merong kang abilidad na mamuno ng isang bansa, pwede ka. Kaya ang ginawa ni Napoleon, kinongkor niya yung Europe, nations of Europe. Gusto niya lang na merong centralized government. Sabi niya, establish a centralized government that allowed for efficient decision making. Yun. This Napoleonic Wars na kung saan sinakop ni Napoleon yung Europe, it's around for 12 years. Yan. They marched all over Europe and conquering the different nations of Europe. And then every wherever they go, they establish the Napoleonic Code. Yun. So, ayaw niya yung, he forbade the birth privileges. Then he encouraged freedom of religion. And he promoted meritocracy in government service. Yun. So, he introduced a new constitution, a reformed legal system, and established a centralized government. Kaya maraming nagulat nung sakop na ni Napoleon Bonaparte yung mga the monarchists, they were actually completely shocked sa ginawa ni Napoleon Bonaparte. Of course, hindi pa lahat na conquer ni Napoleon. So yung ibang natira na hindi nasakop ni Napoleon Bonaparte, they are trying their best to defeat Napoleon. I hope napanood niyo yung bagong movie ng Napoleon Bonaparte. May bagong movie actually. I think last year lang or this year. This year pala. this year. Maganda yun actually. Napoleon Bonaparte, 2024. Bago lang. So, ayun, kailangan may centralized government tayo para yung decision making hindi lamang sa mga hari, sa mga ano na yan. Sila lang laging nag-decision, ganun. But, mas maganda yung pag-isa tayong lahat. Tapos, ang, yun nga, centralized government ni Napoleon Bonaparte. Yan. Natalo siya by Anglo and Prussian armies. Finally defeated Napoleon in the battle. Wait, naka-record ba to? Hindi ba ito na-record eh?
I recorded.
Okay, sorry. Record yun ba? Ayun. So, natalo si Napoleon Bonaparte noong 1815, the Battle of Waterloo, ending the latter's mission to spread his liberal code across Europe. Yun. Ngayon, led by Clemens von Metternich, pero meron silang after they defeated Napoleon Bonaparte, they're trying to restore the Westphalian system. Okay, remember the Treaty of Westphalia? Yeah. Merong system before the Treaty of Westphalia, and yun yung mga king and queens nga, monarchy. And then, so in order to prevent another war, they keep their own privilege system, mga royal powers. And then they restore the Westphalian system. And that is the monarchy system. And later, gumawa sila ng the Concert of Europe. So, ang Concert of Europe, it is an alliance that sought to restore the sovereignty of states under Metternich system. And it is, ang Concert of Europe, it is the great powers together with United Kingdom, Austria, Russia, and Prussia. They want to restore the monarchy, the hereditary, and even the religious privileges before the French Revolution or the Napoleonic War. So, ayun nga, ginagamit nila yung Metternich system. Ano yung Metternich system? Yun. It was named after an Austrian diplomat, Clemens von Metternich. Siya yung main architect ng Metternich system. Alright. So, this time, hindi nagpatuloy ang Concert of Europe actually. It was the Concert of Europe collapsed during World War I. Hindi siya nag-continue during World War I. Kasi nga, they were defeated actually during the time. And so that means the Concert of Europe collapsed during the World War. So this time, yung tinatawag nating Concert of Europe, Concert of Europe, meron tayong example yan ngayon actually. Kasi yung Concert of Europe, they are holding the powers over the world politics. Ang isa sa example ng Metternich system is, or yung Concert of Europe is yung United Nations. Yung United Nations kasi, meron permanent members. So much power about the council's decision making. So when you talk about United Nations, even if you belong to the United Nations, you can, as a head of state, you can just vote. Okay, you can just vote, of course. But the decision making is based on those 5 Security Council within the United Nations. So, yan yung ginagaya ng United Nations, yung Concert of Europe na idea. Ngayon, ang question dun is this good? Is this okay? Other countries disagree. Other countries agree. Kaya member din tayo, di ba? Okay. Okay, that was the beginning of interstate. Si Napoleon, he wanted to have a centralized government. Ngayon, yung Metternich system or Concert of Europe, they want to have their own state, but then ruled by the Concert of Europe. Still ruled by a few people in a different heads of state. Okay? Parang United Nations yan. Okay. So when we talk about internationalism, kanina interstate, okay? Kasama pa rin tayo sa internationalism. So meron tayong Westphalian system tsaka concert system. Yun. The Westphalian system and concert system divided the world into separate sovereign entities. So since the existence of the interstate system, meron talagang gustong lamangan ang interstate system nga, yung internationalism na tinatawag. So some people, these are the viewpoint of internationalism. There are some of us, like Bonaparte, directly challenge the system by conquering or infringing other states' sovereignty. Yan. Pero yung iba sa atin, meron ding, while others sought to imagine other systems of governments that go beyond but do not necessarily challenge the sovereignty. And number 3, meron ding iba that we imagine a system of heightened interaction between various sovereign states, particularly the desire for greater cooperation and unity among states and peoples. We imagine a heightened interaction, but ang desire natin is cooperation and unity. Saan kaya tayo nabilong? Kasi we are trying this one, right? 1, 2, or 3. As a unification movement, remember. Is an open question. I guess the answer is obvious. Number 3, right? Yeah. Oh, also number 2. So we don't necessarily challenge the sovereignty. We imagine the other systems of government. But more on number 3 tayo. Our desire is mutual understanding and cooperation. Yun. So ang ginagawa natin, internationalism. But we are moving towards globalization. Yan.
Nakita ang ulo nitong ano pala, politics.
So, pag ano, kasaysayan? Okay.
And
Alright.
i-define ng mga terms. Yung kinakailangan ba to? These are all products of the minds and imaginations of people in the past.
Hmm. So they are also thinking before of all of them are thinking to have trying to change something. Nangyari kay Napoleon, he wanted to change the government. But later, merong mga limitations. Yeah. Hindi siya nag-succeed siya for years. But later, defeated again, and then meron na namang ibang system na ginagawa. Yeah. Okay.
Meron pa, liberal internationalism. Meron ding socialist.
Yeah, liberal tsaka socialist. Okay. There are two broad categories of internationalism. Liberal nationalism, and socialist internationalism. Isa dyan si Immanuel Kant. Kant likened states in a global system to people living in a given territory without a form of world government. He argued the international system would be chaotic. So global system gusto niya. We belong to liberal internationalism. Can't imagine a form of global government. Mga liberal yan sila. Yeah. Establish. Nasabi niya, na-mention niya na gusto niyang pag-isahin. It's almost the same with Napoleon. Next, liberal internationalist, si Jeremy Bentham. Actually, si Bentham for justice. Justice system.
Ano?
International law. Jeremy Bentham advocates the creation of international law that would govern the interstate relations, aimed to propose legislation that would create the greatest happiness of all nations taken together. Ito yung sinasabi niyang utilitarianism. The greatest happiness of all nations taken together. Okay. So yan, international law naman yung pinapropose ni Jeremy Bentham. Yan. Si Mazzini, he reconciled nationalism with internationalism in the 19th century. Yan. He believed in republican government without kings, queens, hereditary succession, and proposed a system of free nations that cooperated with each other to create an international system. For Mazzini, free independent states would be the basis of an equally free cooperative international system. Mazzini was a nationalist internationalist who believes that free unified nation states would be the basis of global cooperation. So kay Mazzini naman, I think it's getting better kay Mazzini kasi nation states yung ginagamit niya. Wherein, meron pa rin independent states. But we have to unify as well. Kaya nationalist, yeah. He's a nationalist in terms of being to have an independent states, but he wants to cooperate or collaborate with other states also. So that means a unified nation states. Yan, para magkaroon ng global cooperation. So it's good actually when we talk about liberal internationalism. And Woodrow Wilson, as a US president, became one of the 20th century's most prominent internationalists. Mazzini was a nationalist. Okay. Woodrow Wilson, believed in the principle of self-determination, the belief that the world's nations had the right to a free and sovereign government. Yun. Ang gusto niya rin actually, si Woodrow Wilson, gusto niya yung mga nations magiging democracy. Yan. Because if you are in democratic system, that means you are able to build a free system of international relations based on international cooperation. So, kaya in-advocate ni Woodrow Wilson ang League of Nations. Yan, the creation of League of Nations. But there's a problem because nagbuo siya ng League of Nations pero hindi niya napigilan ang World War I. I mean World War II. World War I. Yan. At the end of World War I in 1918, he pushed to transform the League into a venue for reconciliation and arbitration to prevent another war. Wilson was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1919. He was awarded, however, Nobel Peace Prize. Pero, however, the League of Nations was unable to hinder onset and intensification of World War II. Ayan. That's the problem. Okay. Hindi niya napigilan ang World War II. So the League of Nations gave birth to some of the most task-specific international organizations such as World Health Organization and International Labour Organization. So it's because of the League of Nations. Yan. Nagkaroon ng WHO, United Nations. Yan. Under the United Nations, merong WHO and ILO. So galing yan kay Woodrow Wilson. So the League of Nations was the concretization of the concept of liberal internationalism. Different states united into one. Different nation. Okay. Next is the socialist internationalism. Okay. Kilala natin si Karl Marx. One of the Mazzini's biggest critics was German socialist philosopher Karl Marx, who was also an internationalist, but who differed from the former because he did not believe in nationalism. Okay, he rejects nationalism. Marx placed a premium on economic equality. He did not divide the world into countries, but into classes. Maganda ang idea ni Karl Marx kasi, di ba yung utopia na sinasabi natin? Utopia, the idea of utopia is very good. The problem is the manifestation of the system itself. Ayan. Yun ang gusto ni Karl Marx is ayaw niya ng nationalism, gusto niya internationalism. Ayan. And ang pinofocus niya is yung economic equality, especially yung mga workers. Mas ayaw niya yung form of government na state, yung mga different state, ayaw niya yung ganun. Dapat isa lang pero ang power hindi sa heads of state pero nasa mga tao. Pero hindi naman nangyari 'yun. Maganda sana pero hindi nangyari 'yun. Yun nga. So, si Marx and his co-author Friedrich Engels believe in a socialist revolution. Kasi gusto nila sa socialist revolution, they want to overthrow the state and of course alter the economy according sa mga proletariat. Meron silang famous battle cry, workers of the world, unite, you have nothing to lose but your change. And they established the Socialist International, Union of European Socialist and Labor Parties established in Paris in 1889. Pero nung namatay si Karl Marx, Nung namatay siya, marami ding sumunod sa kanya. I mean, may mga form of government din na ginagaya ang system niya. Yan. Socialist International. Yan. So, may warning si Karl Marx, when workers and their organization take the side of their country instead of each other, their long-term interests are compromised. So, this was the time that the Socialist International SI collapsed during World War I. Kasi, yun na nga, ang mga, after kasi nung namatay si Karl Marx kasi, during sa World War I, hindi na nagkaisa ang Socialist International. Iwahiwalay na sila. Yung iba hindi sumama sa giyera. Ayan. Kaya bumagsak ang Socialist International, ang Socialist Revolution. Pero after ng World War I, nag-continue pa rin yung iba na kung saan they believe the vision of Karl Marx. Kaya ito, during the Russian Revolution, after the collapse of the Socialist International, ito yung mga radical version na nag-emerge. Merong Russian Revolution led by Tsar Nicholas II. Led by Vladimir Lenin. He overthrown Tsar Nicholas II. Led by the Bolshevik Revolution or Bolshevik Party. Yeah. A new state was called the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, or USSR. And then Lenin established the Communist International, or Comintern, in 1919. So after the World War I, ano pa rin, na-establish yung USSR by after Karl Marx died, meron pa ring Russian Revolution, meron pa ring meron ng USSR, I mean, dahil din nagkaroon ng USSR. Yan. Kaya may mga communist galing dito, idea nila. Sa Bolsheviks naman, ang Bolsheviks party, they did not believe in obtaining the powers for the working class. No, they don't believe that one. Rather, ang ginagawa nila is revolution para magkaroon ng pagbabago. Yan. As much as possible, use methods of terror if necessary. Yan. Kaya ang tawag sa kanila ngayon, yung mga communist parties. Okay. Next, after kay Vladimir Lenin, is Joseph Stalin. Stalin re-established the Comintern as the Communist Information Bureau. Yan. And Soviet Union, and this time also the Soviet Union collapsed. But this was all 1991. Okay, matagal na to. 1991. The Socialist International managed to establish itself in 1951, but its influence remained primarily confined to Europe and has never been considered a major player in international relations to this very day. So remember, the Soviet Union collapsed 1991 when True Father went to Russia. Kaya tawag nito? Kaya yung pangalan?
Gorbachev.
Yes, Gorbachev. Okay, Gorbachev. First, pumunta siya sa North Korea and then Russia. Okay. So that was the end of the collapse of communism or the Soviet Union. And then after that, after 1991, wala nang masyadong revolt from the Communist Party. So it was true under True Father. And the end of communism. So yeah. And instead, ang nangingibabaw ngayon is yung liberal internationalism, yung United Nations, the center of global governance. Okay. Let's end. Let's conclude. This lesson examined the roots of the international system. In tracing these roots, a short history of internationalism was provided. Moreover, internationalism is but one window into broader phenomenon of globalization. Nevertheless, it is very crucial aspects of globalization since global interactions are heightened by the increased interdependence of states. Yes. This increased interdependence manifests itself not just through state-to-state relations. Increasingly, international relations are also facilitated by international organizations that promote global norms and policies. The most prominent example of this, of course, is the United Nations. Okay. Yung global politics natin, nasabi natin, global system, is yun yung nakikita natin ngayon na kung saan under ng United Nations. Then again, the global system started with interstate, mga revolution, they want to change. Napoleon Bonaparte, and until Karl Marx, Lenin, yan, until Stalin. And then, at the end, ang nangingibabaw is liberal, liberal internationalism. All right, so, question, yun. Let's go back to okay, let's go back to nation and state. So, do you think we can create a state even if we are okay, we're talking about members, okay? Do you think we can create a state based on the definition, nation and state? Do you think we can create a nation or a state based on its definition? Yeah, that's an open question.
We cannot create a state, but we can create a nation,
Not a state, but a nation.
an Elgok nation. Because it is not bound with territory, right? It's culture, more on culture.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not bound by territory. Nation is not bound by territory.
So that's why you can say Son Elgok nation. So we have Son Elgok nation. Foundation of Son Elgok was declared already. So we are declaring already Son Elgok nation like that. But we are not bound in territory.
Mm.
It's more on.
But is it possible, sir, or is it possible in the future that we can create?
But our goal is
State.
really to create a state also, not only like to have a territory. Because based on the definitions of kingdom of heaven, this world should be governed by God. So there should be a sovereignty. There should be a
Okay.
so but then it's difficult. We can now start with a nation and later on we can create really that's why through mother this time is really is he said lately, I think last week, it is a great sin that we can welcome heavenly parents during the opening of John Bong and Samuel Santom without a substantial nation.
Without a state. Parang ganun.
Without a restored. So we maybe call it as a state, a restored state. That's why we are focusing now on restoring Gapyong, at least one in that area in Chongpyong can be restored because It's difficult to really unite North and South Korea. But there is that maybe miracles can happen. The unification of North and South Korea is not centered on South Korea. It will be very difficult if it is centered on South Korea. But if centered on North Korea, it's much easier if we can, if it will can accept
Mm.
the proponents North because it's more on not liberal socialist socialist North. It's more controlled pag socialist kasi.
Mahirap yung socialist.
But ang socialist, pag ang leader is good, yan ang ano din.
But when we talk about kingdom of heaven, sir, we are okay. If we talk about kingdom of heaven, we are not bounded by territories.
Yeah, we are
So-
not bounded by territories.
Okay, so in the future, are we talking about state or still a nation? Because if we talk about state, then we are bounded by a nation. We are bounded by a territory. Wherein, if we are bounded by a territory, it means there are other nations who are not belong to us. So, are we still talking about a state or a nation?
In the era of
In the future, yeah. In the Chunagok era, I mean, in the kingdom of heaven in the future. Because we are one. It's
We are not bounded by the definitions, the present definitions of what is a state and a nation. Because our definitions now is not really what the original ideal definitions of what is a nation that's supposed to be established. Yeah.
Mm.
So there is no ideal there, even in a state, even in a nation. Because when we talk about state nations, or state or nations. Um, in a state, it focus more on politics and right
mm,
politics and territory. With nations, it's more on culture. Both of these, politics and culture, there's in a nations there is no such ideal culture. In a state, there is no such ideal ideal politics or laws been established. So we are not bound on these two kinds of definitions.
mm.
So,
Okay.
we are creating kingdom of heaven or Chonilgok is we are
Okay.
creating a new definitions.
Okay, no, let's say we can create, let's create a new definition. I mean, new term. Okay, but in that new term, meron ba siyang? Are we still talking about um territory? No, right?
No, there's no boundary. There's no territory.
Probably.
Mm.
It's a global state. It can the nation state. Okay, kasi we are in a nation and we are a state. So nation state ang tawag doon.
That's the end point. On the
Okay.
process, still we need to slowly, but the end point of that, it's one word family under God, we call that, Chon Ilgok or kingdom of heaven. So we call it a global state because we are ruled by one culture, a culture of
Yes.
heart, of one
Global-
system, a family system. There is one set of true parents, everyone like that follow. So
O nga pala, sir, yun na yung Chonalgok. So, buti pa tinatanong pala. Yun na yung Chonalgok pala. Chonalgok means the kingdom of heaven on earth globally. Okay.
yeah,
Kaya nga earth eh.
mm,
Kingdom of heaven on earth. Okay. Yun na yun.
yun na yun.
ang Chonilgok kasi Erwin, nakapokus siya sa universal values. So ang pinaka-aiming niya talaga is traditional state model. Kasi kung sabihin mong state, may territorial boundaries which is ano siya, contradict doon sa goal ni True Parents.
Mm.
So, even nga si True Father before, yung meron siyang project noon eh, yung bullet train, yung train ba na ang ibang country. So, yung desire niya na wala ng boundaries, wala ng territory, but then, magkaiba kasi ang state at saka church. So, kaya hindi talaga pa na, na materialize yun. Pero kung ang standing natin sa Chunilgok, we are a church. So, hindi siya pinapayagan ng state dahil state is government.
Okay. Since you open up about church and state, there's a rule na separation between the state and
Hmm.
the church. The question is, what is our stand? Where
Uh,
where do we?
a church is necessary in the process, but ultimately, the church named church should be hindi na kailangan. That's you go back to the principle. Okay, there's no need of religions. We are not a church itself. We are not a religion itself. But then on the process, kinakailangan siya. Kasi we are
On the process, kailangan ng church,
kailangan
but
church because we are bound sa law pa ng law pa ng
circular.
ng state. Example, to easily understand what is really Chonilgo, what is really is let's go back to the basic. Okay. Tribal Messiah. Okay. Our goal is to transform our tribe to have a culture of heart, believing in true parents,
Okay.
believing in heavenly law. But still we are bound, we are under the law of the state. Under the law of the state, which has meron siyang territory. But that's our tribe. Okay, this is my heavenly tribe. This is my kingdom. But there's wala kang territory doon. Wala kang territory doon. So, the same, i-expound mo siya into nations. Example, we can restore a nation. Example, of Philippines. But still, there is a government which has a law. Ganon. Kasi restoration ng nation, not, of course, it's good if everybody, but if 10%, 30%, or how many percent, I forgot how many percent what the father talking about that, then we can declare a nation as a restored nation. Yeah. So still we are bound for the law of a state. Okay? But then we create already a Tsunelgok nation.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay? Because we practice the culture of a Tsunelgok nation.
Yun nga kuya, ang pinaka-alternative mo, na lang, para sa, sa Chunilgok as a global movement. So, rather forming of conventional state or nation, Chunilgok might magkaroon lang ng global network, cultural or moral influence,
But then
yung
it's,
mga
hindi siya mag-end
legal
doon.
framework.
Hindi siya mag-end doon. We can start on that, but the ultimate goal is really the whole, because we go back to the origin, right? That all people will understand that we are God's children, and they will understand, we will know true parents, will follow true parents. And that's the substantial kingdom of heaven here on earth. And it will talk how many years, years to realize that. It's not magic. It's not magic. So what we're doing now is just start. Yeah? Okay? Start to build that. To build that. But the substantial realization is really very, very far.
Kaya nga. Pero sa atin naman kuya, within the Chonelgok, dito pa lang sa atin, sa member natin, sa member, as a unification member, mayroon lang ang problema eh.
Oo, kaya
mayroon lang ang problema na minsan hindi nirespeto yung for example,
There are
Ang issue.
liberal members and socialist members.
Oh, for example, may nag-HTM na dito sa area na to. May nag-organize na ng HTM diyan. Oh, because of mga something papasukin pa ng member.
Okay lang
Kaya
yan.
minsan
Okay lang yan.
dito pa lang sa atin, mayroon ng ganong issue.
My tribe is your
I
tribe.
think tama yung kung ibalik mo sa original, no boundaries, no limit, ang HTM, no boundaries, no limit, no border, but then it's a mutual na respect. Kung mayroon nang nag-HTM dyan, you find other place na lang. Tama yung ipairal talaga yung cultural of part. Hindi ego. Ganon din sa ganon din sa church, di ba? Sa church and state, laging nagbabangayan ng simbahan at saka tawag nito, politics. Sa tinitira ng
Kung
pari
tingnan
yung
mo, if
politician.
we really don't
Tapos ito
understand,
ng mga politician, sinasabihan ng mga pari na
if we really don't understand God's
maggawa kayo
plan,
ng, tawag ito, parang mga ampunan ba? Which is, yan ay trabaho ng government yun, yung mga ampunan, ano tawag ito,
Orphanage.
ng mga street children. Trabaho ng yan, ng government. Pero mostly sa ibang organization, like sa church, sila na ngayon nag-create ngayon ng ampunan.
because
Kaya makikita mo halos ang story sa mga ampunan, mga madre. Which is
yung kasi, yung church,
going
our
back, that
nation
is
as religious people,
government responsibility.
we should collaborate with the pillars of the society that exist already, the church itself. Example tayo, when we do tribal Messiah, we cannot neglect the existing organizations outside. Kasi we are like the mind, eh. Sila yung body. Yung ganon. Natin yan. Kasi existing na yan eh. Kaya, when we do tribal Messiah, kailangan mayroon kang collaborations with these pillars of the society. Yung school, yung government, religious group, at saka yung sa society, yung mga kung saan ka yung mga parents. Kailangan i-reach out mo yan sila. Or else, you will be persecuted. You cannot, if you cannot gain support on the kind side, you will really be persecuted. So iwin mo yung four pillars of society. Kaya we should address the concern of these pillars. All of their concerns are the youth. So i-address mo yon. Anong concern ng school? Youth. Anong concern ng government? The youth. Anong concern ng religious group? Youth. Kaya tama yung ginawa mo, Sister Elsie. You reach out the youth through tong El Modo, and then i-connect mo sila doon. Yun, hingi ka ng support. Ganon. Yun, surely they will support pag malaman nila yung sana ganon yung maging system natin kasi ang nangyayari sa atin, we do tribal Messiah, we just bless without connections, without reaching out. Hindi natin ini-involve yung taga yan?
Labas.
Tagalabas.
Government.
Mga activities natin.
Ang naging issue nga,
We cannot
Priya,
transform the society.
ang naging issue nga, within the church, within the organizational pa lang nga, di na tayo lalabas. Di tayo lalabas sa outside, dito pa lang sa atin, sa unification movement, in one umbrella, di ba? Hindi nagkaka-unite ang Tungil Mudo at saka FFWPU. Hindi rin nagkaka-unite ang Tungil Mudo at saka other.
That's magaling tayo. Sometimes magaling tayo sa this is the fourth principle, right? International religious and international cooperation is essential for world peace. Pero within ourselves, organizations, we didn't have cooperations. IEYSP, Women's Federations, Tongil Modo. Dapat all of our organizations should be geared towards magtulungan yan sila para restoration ng isang barangay, isang nation, ng isang community, isang province, o isang city. But then all of the center of our organization's activities is Tribal Messiah, di ba? Yun naman ang paano mag-establish ang Tunil Group. So, for me, ito palagi ko itong yung sinasabi sa mga members, especially dito sa Japan, dapat lahat ng organizations natin magkaroon ng collaborations to support the Tribal Messiah activities kasi substansya ni doon eh. Example, Tribal Messiah ni Sister Elsie. Mag-conduct siya ng Tongil Modo. So IAYSP will support. Ganon. Mag-conduct siya ng seminar sa mga mothers ng create siya ng mothers network sa tribe niya. Women's Federation will get involved on that kasi that's part of their mission. So ma-empower yung tribe, okay? Ma-transform yung nations, ma-promote yung lahat ng mga organizations, and then we can help really transforming the society. So yung ganun ba, we can have a cooperation within our existing organizations towards the common goal, which is the restoration of a tribe in a certain area.
Liberal, sir.
Yun yung nakita kong talagang magandang structure. Kaya lang, in reality kasi, for how many, for 3 years ako dito sa naggawa ng activities ng Tongil Modo. Hindi ganon. Kasi,
Kaya mag-play tayo ng sister, yung suggest mo kaninang umaga. Leadership Academy.
Kasi naghahanap ako ng
right? We have the vision like this.
So,
Kingdom of heaven. And how our true father said, the kingdom of heaven can be realized through tribal messiahship, di ba? So, how to do that? What are our resources? What are our organizations to support that? Di ba? So, pag-usapan yan sa leadership, management. Okay, ano bang kakayanan natin? Okay, what do we have? Okay, ano bang meron tayo? Anong mga resources natin?
yun yung dapat nating yun ang dapat talaga nating i-improve.
Kanya-kanya tayo, wala tayong cooperation.
So yan, ako nasanay na ako kuya na pag magkaroon ako ng event dito, ako lang talaga nag-exist.
True Father showed us the way. He
But
created
anyway,
so many organizations already. Okay?
But anyway, ang punto
organizations and then use their organization to create another bigger organizations only for the purpose to restore a nation, to restore. Okay?
Kaya focus na lang talaga, mag-link ka sa labas. Mag-link ka na.
Kaya kahit na Tribal Messiah, gamitin mo yung mga foundation ng church. Okay? Gamitin mo pa rin yung foundation ng church to get involved in our Tribal Messiahship. Okay? And then all those leaders in the church, yung different organizations, okay? They should have branches in every area. Kahit isang tao lang yan mag-stand in the name of Women's Federation. Example, Women's Federations. Marami silang mga members na mga non-church members lang yan, pero may mga pera sila. That will become their pride if they can create, example, nag-conduct, example sa Bicol, we have this women's, I said we create a mother's network. Kumbaga, meron kayong livelihood program. Tinuturuan ng pancit making, tinuturuan ng nagtuturo doon. So, mag-support na kami ng bili ng mga karne, mga dyan. Tapos sila na magawa doon. So, mga mother. So, i-involve yung Women's Federation. Kahit na in the name of Women's Federation, nakatulong sila, nagbigay lang sila kung minsan ng pag makita nila doon na, uy, maganda to. This will become our substantial project sa di magbili sila ng machine kasi may mga pira naman yan sila, mayaman yung Women's Federation ng mga members, di ba? Then, na-empower yung Women's Federation kasi meron silang project, na-empower yung tribal Bisaya doon dahil natutulungan siya, na-inspired yung community dahil may nagtulong, then andyan yung mga youth na-educate, nandoon lahat nakafocus, not necessary national level, mag-create ng ng mga branches doon sa area, every region, na nandoon na nagstay. Hindi kayo may project, magtawag ka sa national, pamasihan mo papunta doon, nagastos ka pa, nagsalita lang doon ng isang nagastos ka, meron ng existing doon sa sa region.
Depende
Know your
talaga
people, know your
sa
resources,
kuya.
know the capability, and then boom.
Depende talaga siguro sa naka-assign na leader. Kasi dito, nalulungkot ka lang. Send ka ng invitation. Hanggang sin lang. Tapos, malalaman mo na lang, nag-create din siya ng sarili niyang activities. Kasabay din sa activities mo.
Too much liberal.
Yes. Yes, liberal. Yes, Sir Julius. Sir Julius. Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Ah, back tayo doon sa nation or state.
Mm,
Kasi based doon sa definition ng state,
mm,
it has these four attributes. Citizens, territory, government, sovereignty.
yes.
Tapos yung nation naman, if we define, it is a large group of people that has shared a connection of collective identity.
Yes.
So kung natin, apply natin yung definitions na yun. Pasok siya, ang Philippines, kung natin, pasok siya as a state at pasok siya as a nation.
Oh, sir.
Kasi,
Kaya tawag.
uh, kasi andun yung apat eh. Tapos andun yung, kasi ang definition sa nation, this is more on specifics about citizens,
Mm,
yung people within that nation. Na they have this shared connection of collective identity. So, pasok tayo as state and pasok tayo as nation. Kasi meron tayong ganung.
mm.
Tapos yung
Exit muna ako ha kasi hindi ako mag-isip. Hindi na ako ma-prepare na ako papuntang.
Yes, Sir Roy.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Tapos yung sinabing kasi in the time of Bisaya, yung term kasi diyan Bisayanic Kingdom. Na
Mm.
itong government natin, especially itong democracy kasi ito talagang piniprepared ni God to an environment for the Messiah, for the second coming of the Messiah. Kasi conducive siya eh. Then makita natin yung tatlong ng democracy, itong legislative, judicial, saka executive. Ang kulang lang nito kasi they are ignorant of the will of God. Kasi wala silang guidance from the Messiah. Pero ang nito, proper nito is yung Messiah just like the brain, tapos itong mga nervous system that disseminate doon sa lahat ng organs. So yun ang nito, built on the principle of interdependence, mutual prosperity, and universally shared values. Yun yung
So you're saying, sir, Messianic kingdom with democratic, form of government.
structures, yes. Kasi
Sure.
ang even yung UN nag-propose it to Father before. Able UN. Andun yung religious side doon sa group, in every group. So ang kulang nitong mga tulang, they are ignorant of But then kingdom of course, in the long run, tingin ko yung judicial na kailangan yan eh. Kasi Kung wala namang
Anong
mga, we
anong
cannot
gagawin
commit
mo?
sin, we cannot commit sin naman, di ba? Pero
Mm.
yung legislative, kasi yan, down to parang LGU yan eh.
Oh.
Down to the
Why do you think, sir? Kailangan
kailangan, executive din, kasi sila nag-guide lang sa mga LGUs, kailangan pa rin. Pero ang ang dulo niyan, yung yung, kasi may mga, every nation, may mga misaya tayo na nilalagay, di ba?
mm.
Ah, National Messiah of, ayan, Philippines, Japan, ayan. Sila yung mga kasi direct from, guidance from the Messiah. So, para
So,
para.
Kingdom of Heaven, sir, sa Messianic Kingdom na natawag mo eh. Kingdom of Heaven yun. So, are you also talking about yung may mga state pa rin, tapos nagkakaisa lang?
Mayroon pa rin,
Meron pa rin.
acknowledgement. Pero walang division. Wala na yung walls of, you need to get visa. Open
Alan lang
open
siguro.
siya. Pero may acknowledgement kasi may mga tayo na tulad ng Korea, fatherland, mother yung Japan. Taiwan is the first daughter, second daughter Philippines. May mga tayo, di ba? Tapos yung USA.
Pangalan. Okay.
Oh, pero
Okay.
wala na yung walls, so kailangan pang, pero isang territory tayo kung tutuusin. Isang kasi kingdom of heaven on earth. So
Mm.
earth ang scope ng territory. Hindi lang earth ha,
Kaya,
pati spiritual.
yun yung territory, Earth, yun yung sovereignty is, we are under God. Okay.
Yes,
We're
yes.
the Messiah.
Na
Okay.
lahat eh. Pero yung ng scope ng hindi
So, but,
by earth na
mm,
siya. Kasi kingdom of heaven on earth yung scope ng.
okay. Good, good analogy. But how about you, sir? Kasi in the future, there won't be a wala na sila true parents, true mother. So, somebody should uh, rule the government. So, are you still also talking about Messianic kingdom? Kasi wala nang
Yes. Yes,
okay.
ang naman yan, pass on to kasi meron tayong tinatawag na yung pinipray natin at pinipledge natin, yung
Yung
number
family pledge. Okay.
family pledge.
Kingship. Okay.
Perfect the four great triumphs of heart and the three great kingship. So, yung
And the
past
royal
kingship,
family. Okay.
royal family, ito yung kingdom kasi we're talking about kingdom of heaven on earth.
Okay.
Yung past kingship, ito yung si God. Present kingship, ito si true parents. Future kingship, itong children nila directly. So, nakita natin ngayon, may tinitrain si true mother, yung mga
Third generation.
direct third generation na Kasi, yan pass on to, of course, may yung mga um, yung mga natin, elders na mayroon din silang hinawakan. Yung nga sinabi ko yung Messiah sa every Pero pagdating diyan sa kasi titingnan natin yung pattern ng three great kingship, pass on from direct lineage from the Messiah. Yung future kingship, yung grandchildren. Yan, sila yung yan. Tapos yung
How about you, sir? State and church. Kasi in the fallen world, it is separated. But how about in the kingdom of heaven? What do you think about the state and the church? Is it separated or you have to unify?
yes, unified na yan. Siyempre, sinabi ko kanina, under guidance from yan eh. Under guidance from the Messiah,
Okay.
yung legislative, judicial, executive. So sila, ang head niyan, religion. Religion of the second coming of the Messiah, guided. Kaya sabi ko kanina, because they are ignorant of the will of God, itong ano, kaya nagkaroon ng maraming contradictions. Kaya inano nga tong separation of powers. Otherwise, monopolize yung ano, hindi makontrol, hindi ma-check, walang check and balance na mangyayari. Pero pag separated yung ano, pero ito needed talaga to. Kasi may focus itong tatlong ano to. Kasi just like ano to, yung mga major organs natin to eh. So, pero ang kulang lang sa kanila, they are ignorant of the will of God. So, kailangan ayun misaya. Kasi yun ang misaya, andun, yun siya yung brain eh. Ito yung mga nervous systems. So, pag wala yung command ng brain,